So it was the late '80s, I think it was, and the fade was all the rage back then. So I mean, there were other styles, of course, but I was wearing fade, and worked out real well. I mean, took pride in a nice full head of hair, and was living happily ever after when I think in my late 30s, I started to develop a receding hairline and then a bald spot in the back. And so for the longest time, for a good while, I was able to, get around it. It wasn't that big of a deal, just maybe a little thinning in the back, but it was all good. And then because I had a couple different barbers, I was commuting at the time, so depending on what city I was in is which barber I'd go to. And so this particular day, and when barbers work on your hair, it's good to have the same barber, because if you have a different barber, then he's got a different style and he's going to do something different. So this particular guy, he faded me too high, and he faded my hair up into the bald spot, and that, if you can imagine what that's like, it was embarrassing. So that really started to call attention to my hair loss, and I started to take it pretty seriously, up to the point where I just decided to go bald, because I didn't see using hair replacement as an option. I didn't want to be taking, some kind of a chemical that's going to have a side effect that probably might not work. It had a very low percentage of success, and I think my philosophy then was just to go bald gracefully. So that's what I did. It's been about 12 years now. So I've been shaving my head bald for the last 12 years.